Yep. Hi everyone. I hope I'm visible. Yep. Let me share my screen. So, hi everyone. How are you? Let me just give me a second. Yep. Just give me a second. Let me connect my headphones and then we'll start. Yep. Hi everyone. Hi. Yep. Am I audible and visible as well? Can anyone confirm? Yep. 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 So, yep. Hi everyone. Am I audible and visible as well? Can anyone confirm in the chat box? Hi. Hi. Hi everyone. Hello. Okay. Okay. Kutpal says yes, audible. What about others? Okay, okay, ठीक है, चलो. Yep, so I'm not saying anything. That's why. ठीक है, ठीक है. So, all right. So yesterday, let me just open the project in the meanwhile. Where were we and what was left? Let's see. Right. So this is HTML. Let me just open it with live server. Yeah. So this is what we had for yesterday, right? Right. So yeah, initially 5-10 minutes we'll be giving for the doubt session. So anyone has any doubt regarding yesterday's session or regarding anything regarding HTML and CSS, do let me know, right? So we'll be allocating 5-10 minutes for doubt session, and then we'll start with the session, right? So do let me know if anyone has any doubt from the previous session or regarding anything, any concepts not clear or anything not clear. Do let me know, right? We'll clear that out and then we'll proceed further with the next part. So today we'll be completing the home part is completed, right? We'll be completing the intro part. The contact part is there. Please the link or source code yesterday. So DN Josh, already the code is uploaded on GitHub. So if you go to github.com, right? Go to my username. Go to my repository. By the way, my username is Ritik Masan. So this is the source code that we have, right? Portfolio HTML and CSS. You can view the code from here and download if you want to. All right. Can you show the full project which we are creating? Yes, Shreyan. So we haven't created the portfolio, right? We are doing it. So today we'll be completing the intro section most probably, right? Intro and services section. Let's see what have we got. Most probably we'll complete the intro section today. Okay. Okay. Right. Any other doubts? So the source code is here. You can find it. You can copy the link, right? Hello Sparsh. Hello Sparsh. ठीक है. Anything else apart from that? Yes, any apart from that, anything else? Any part not clear from yesterday's topic? How we got this? How we so we have to first of all we have to improve this other because this is not up to the mark, right? We'll see what we can do with this, and rest we'll see the contact us page. Chalo. Hmm. In C, okay, Jatin Yadav says in CSS file, when we make header, we just make header, but when we create a container or box, we create it with a dot. Okay, so Jatin, I know what you are saying. So let's suppose I am in index.html, right? And if I want to make a div whose class should be, let's suppose dot Jatin, your name, okay? So there is a short, either what I do, either I do it like this: div class equals to div class equals to Jatin, right? And I close my div. This is the second, this is the first option. And there's also a shortcut for that. So VS Code provides a shortcut. So if you only you do dot Jatin, right? Dot Jatin. And if you press tab, automatically VS Code will detect that you want to make a div with the name, with the class of Jatin. So in that case, you can do that. It's just a shortcut. It is just as writing div class equals to Jatin. But in case of CSS, if you want to take the reference, we always, so for targeting CSS, we always use dot Jatin, right? That is we have done. That is the difference between when you are creating inside the HTML file, you're creating a div dot HTML by the name of dot Jatin, right? But in case of style.css, you use a dot file and use it. That is the main difference. And one more difference is there. So if you want to target, your what you say HT CSS class, right? So use a dot. But in case you want to target a tag. So let's suppose you want to target h1 tag. So in that case, you don't use a dot. So in that case, you use it like this only, right? Remember, we did in the previous bootcamp that if you want to target a tag, you just use the tag name and two brackets. Whereas if you want to target a class, let's suppose dot Jatin. So if you do it like dot Jatin, right? But whereas if you want to target a div, you use a hash for that. Let's suppose if my div was, let's suppose if this was an ID, right? Div ID equals to Jatin, then I would have done it like hashtag Jatin, and here I would have to mention it. That is the main difference between class ID, class, yeah, ID and tags. Got it, Jatin? Chalo, okay. Any other doubts apart from this? Hmm. All right, clear, great. Okay. Any other doubts apart from this you have? Do let me know. Yep, Strange, what is the doubt? Where is your doubt? Above. Uh, what about designer value, like margin padding? What exactly do you want to ask for that? So if you want to set margin and padding, let's suppose in the Jatin div only. So it's simple. You just type padding, type in the values here in pixels or rem or any other units, and type margin. That's it. Do it like this. We do it like this, right? It's as simple as that. So hit and Shreyansh, it will not be provided. Yeah, you can not hit and trial, I would say, but you can, yeah, hit and trial only, because you have to see what will look good and what will not, right? So either you can do one thing. I'll tell you what I usually do. So instead of having hit and trial, what I do is I open my project only and I inspect it, right? Inspect it, and from here I can set its. Let's suppose I want to change this value. From here I can adjust it. So whatever will look good, I can do it from here only. Right? Instead of just doing in the VS Code, you can just apply it on the browser and see what is looking good and what is not. So and that you can, and whatever value suits you, you can copy those values and you can paste it on your uh, compiler or VS Code or wherever you're doing. Okay. Instead of, okay, so Utpal says instead of cap in is using margin a good practice. I heard some new words. So Utpal, so it depends, right? If you are using Flexbox, you can use cap, but if you're not using Flexbox, then you might have to go with margin and things like that. But again, if you're using margins, and padding, you might face a responsive issue. That's it. Otherwise, you're good to go with whatever you want. Such which one is best, pixel or REM? There's no such criteria of best. It depends on the use case. That's it. You can use any you want. You can use any as per you want. So, but if you want to make a website responsive to a very good extent, so might many people might prefer REM instead of pixels because of the responsiveness. Yesterday I was ordering what Heliansh is asking today. How do you know it is a good design? It is good. So Naveen, yeah, as I told you, right? There's no such criteria of a good design. Whatever happens, right? Whatever design you get, you don't design it. There are designers, they are front end designers. Most of the times, who will give you the design, and you will have to replicate that. In such a case, you will just have to see by hit and try, and in the browser by inspecting those elements, like what width and what height to give to a div and things like that, what background color to give. Background color is already there, but yeah, in case of width and height, you might have to check the browser console and then see. But in case of your, let's suppose your company doesn't have a UI designer and you are the one who is only designing it, then you can do it as your wish. So it does not usually matter, right? Once you have got the approval of the design, you can go ahead with the implementation part. No one is going to tell you that this design is not good, this design is not bad. Once you have the design, you can go ahead with the implementation. But yeah, remember, your job will only be to replicate the design. You will not, most of the times I'm saying, you will not have to create your own design. That design is that task is for the designers, not developers, right? That's it. Hello sir, it's my first class. Can you give me some basic information, sir? So Balwant Prasad, I would highly suggest you to watch the recordings of yesterday's class, right? And if you have any doubts with that, then you can ask me. So all the recordings are there. Yesterday we started with the project. We completed the homepage and the contact page. You can do. Okay, Mohammed Raza, how can I purchase your Java and DSA course? So, okay, very good question. So, in order to purchase the Java on DSA, you have to head to the LetsUpgrade.in website. Remember, whatever we are doing, this is just a boot camp, which will just give you a very broad knowledge. But if you want to get in-depth knowledge about each and every concept with the placement opportunity, so I think they have 100% placement opportunities. So if you get if you want to enroll in their course, they have currently two courses going on. One is Java DSA and one is C++ and DSA program. I think the cost is around, if I'm not wrong, it is exactly 5,900. So if you want to purchase their Java and Java DS and C++ course, you can go ahead with that. right? So you'll get a lot of things, a lot of advantages, right? As you can see, it will be an in-depth concept. So for three months, 120 plus hours, right? And this is the most important: get placed in 180 days. Otherwise, you will get the money refunded. As simple as that. So you might want to, like, if you are looking for a job and looking for placements, this might be a best opportunity for you, right? You can just go ahead and see their programs and things like that. So can you give the GitHub link? So GitHub link is there. Yeah, go to my account and here it is, right? Go to GitHub, search my username. Let me just give the let me just attach it in the YouTube as well. So let me go to YouTube. So here it is. Okay, so I'm attaching a link here. This is the portfolio link that you can have. ठीक है? Right. ठीक है? And also you can just go to github.com, just see it and then this do it from here on. ठीक है? So yeah, I was here, like, you can also if you want to if you are more serious about your career and want to get a job as well, you can enroll in their program, right? It's a 3-month program, Java DSA program. The fees is around 5,990 and you'll get the placement assistance along with all the things as well. So you can go ahead and feel free to join the course as well. All right. Yeah. Any other doubts? Okay. Shall we start with the project now? Guys, yes or no? Shall we start with the project? Guys, can I have a yes or no in the chat box? Shall we start? Doesn't say start. Naveen says start. What about others? Okay. Deep shot hub. Yes. What about others? Pal, Patel. Yes. Naveen. Yes. What about others? Okay. Balwant and Shakshi says yes. Chalo, okay. Let's start. So where was I? I was somewhere here. Okay. So one mistake, which one problem is here. Like when I am hovering onto this button, this part is not uh, having, right. So let's see what is the issue here. So I have a div class buttons, and inside button I have another class that is button. Set we have. So let me just go to the style.css and let's see what have we got. Hmm. Okay. So let me just find the hover effect. Yep, buttons hover, and the other is, so I don't want that. Okay. Yep, one is this and the other is this one. So button, inside the button there is a hover effect, right? So what I am thinking is buttons, right? Buttons. Contact page is done. Buttons. So okay, let me try removing this, right? And let's see. Yep, we have it. We have it for now. And let me just give it some color white and text decoration as none. So inside buttons, I have an anchor tag. Let me target it. Inside buttons, I have an anchor tag. Yeah. Whose color? I want it to be white, and whose text declination is I want to none, be doing none. Okay. Now if I do this, yeah, now it's working fine. Acha, its color is white. Sorry, on hover, this is black and this is white. Chalo, okay. One more thing. One more thing. I'll just apply the hover effect on hover. I want the same things to be happening. Okay. And now this thing I have to remove. So now only this. Best is you can show the, yeah, I can do that also, but yeah, let me just figure out here only why is this issue coming. Let's try. This is a text decoration none that I have. If I may try to give some border, 2 pixels solid. Yep, so this is a button. And what if I do this? Yep, okay. All right, I got it. Let me comment this out. Okay, now I want the color to be black. So instead of this, oh yeah, so let me go here only. Okay, I have a button here. Class is buttons. On hover, I have a background color. You can give black and white color. That's why it is happy. So you gave black and white color. That's why. So you put buttons. Yep. I have, so I already have the hover effect in this, and I have the hover effect in this. I want to remove this color, right? So this is what I have for now. Background color black. Class is buttons. Class is buttons. Okay. Okay. So in this, I have a class called buttons. Acha, this is a div. Okay. So dot buttons, and inside that I have an anchor tag. So dot buttons. Inside that I have an anchor tag. This is the anchor tag that I have. Okay. And apart from this, yep, now it's working. Now it's working. It's just that I have to give a color of black on hover. Okay. So here I have a class of buttons, and this button, the difference in both the buttons is that both the buttons have a class of buttons, and but this button also has an anchor tag. So that's why it is getting up. It is not the same. So the button which has an anchor tag, the button, this one has an anchor tag dot buttons. That button has an anchor tag, and on hover, what I want to do is I want to make the color as black. Yep. So now it's fine, right? Now it is absolutely fine. Both the buttons are fine now. All right, sir. You gave black. Yeah, sir. In my code, gap is not working because Harshit, you might not have given the display flex property. That's why gap only works on display flex because it's a flex property, right? That's why. Chalo. And one more thing I wanted to keep the color white only, right? Only the contact me page I wanted black. So what I can do here is can quickly go to inventory.html, and this is the main, right? This is the main. Okay, let's see what properties I have applied. Yeah, so I've given make main a background color of this. So I don't want to give it here because I don't want to touch my main. But in a form I'll give that. In a form I will give a background color of black, and color of white. Let's try wheat. Let's see. This is how it's looking for now. And in the home section I want it to be as it is only. So if I go to contact me, if I go here, I'll have it like this. And let me go to the contact me page. Okay, this is the form. Okay, this is the form that I have, and yep, dot form. So let me target dot form. Let me give it a border radius, and let's see. 2 pixels solid. Alright. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. Hmm. Also, I can do one thing. Let me go here to this div, and let me give its height as 100 viewport height, and its width also as 100 viewport width. Not looking that great, I know, but let's try it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so this is right. And this, so what I have now is we have this for now. And what I want to do is I want to make it in the center of the page. So this, yes, I'm sending. Yeah, I'm trying to center it. So this is the form section. Yeah, for that I would have to give it some style. So okay, okay. And now what I have is I have a form here. Inside the form I have form sections which consist of different sections. So in the form I target dot form, because form has, yeah, but where is it closing? Checkbox I have. I think I have an issue. This form section, this is the form section, this is the form section, this is the form section, and I don't have the closing div for form. Yep, now I have a closing div for form, and then this, and then the container. right? ठीक है. So inside dot form. So we just search. Yeah. So here I will give just define content as center and align items as center, right? So now we have the form in the center of the page. Right now, I think now it's looking better than before. Better than before, yes. And one more thing, let me see its border. 2 pixels, solid red. ठीक है. थोड़ा सा गैप और देके ट्राई करते हैं. Let's see. Gap of around 16 pixels. I think it won't work. 36. Yup, yup. So here it's not making a difference because I know because we don't have pixels. ठीक है, it's fine. We can give margin top for that if you want to. Margin top of around 6 rem. Yep. And let's remove the border. ठीक है, right? Looking good. चलो. I think we have some doubts in the chat box. Let me see. Sir, we are able to put a text in phone number section. What to write in the placeholder that? So I think this is just because I'm using a Firefox browser. So if I come to my Brave browser, if I come to my Brave browser, and here if I open it, now so if you see now I'll not be able to enter text. I'll be only be able to enter numbers. It depends on browser to browser. Mozilla, I think this Mozilla Firefox allows you to also add text, sorry, number, sorry, yeah, text in input type of number. But on the other hand, if you open the same on this Mozilla Firefox browser, you can also add text. So it depends on the browser. You don't need to take care of that. ठीक है. Jatin use type number in the tag. Yep, number is already there. I've also used number tag, but it depends on browser to browser. This is the general question on form. Can we use object fit property? Naveen, I haven't used object fit property. Let's see what it has. Object fit property in form. Let's see, because I haven't used it so far. Okay, it says object fit CSS property sets how the content of a replace element such as image or video should be resized to fit its container. You can alter the alignment of the replace element content object within the element using object fit property. Okay, I haven't tried it. You can go ahead and try it if you want to. Right. I think there are many CSS properties that you have, but we don't use all of them, right? I think the most common ones we will be using. So, but you can go ahead and apply any CSS property that you want. You can make arrangements and you can make some like, you can try it on your budget, right? चलो ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है ठीक है चलो. And now let's design the intro page, right? So intro page, what will the intro page be having? Services and about, right? So intro page, I'm thinking. So intro page will be something like this. Let's come to the intro page. Okay. So intro page में कैसा होगा ना? You'll have a div, right? You'll have a div something like this. Let me just connect my charger. ठीक. So here you'll have a div, right? So first there will be some text. Text containing some introduction about yourself, like where are you from and things like that. And then you, I'm thinking of having a skills section. Skills section. ठीक है, skills. अब होता क्या है ना, you must have seen. So let's suppose I have HTML as a skill. Right? So HTML will have a line in the sense like what is the skill level that you have. So let's suppose this is 100. I have, let's suppose, this level of skill that I have in here, that is somewhere around 60%. And if I talk about CSS, I have skill around, let's suppose, less than HTML, right? And something like this I'm planning. Let's see how it comes out to be. And JavaScript, let's suppose JavaScript to be the max. And you can give any other names you want. Let's suppose I'm giving React.js of something around this, right? So let's try this out. And below that, you might have your project section. Yeah. Here you might want to showcase your projects, that all the projects that you have made so far. So project number 1, project number 2, and same here. Let's suppose you have another project, so like this. Okay. So here you'll have the project title and skills used or tech stack used. Let's suppose HTML, CSS, JS, React, and etc. Right? And same thing you can have in here. Something like this. ठीक है? चलो. So for that, I will have to make another file with the name of, what should be the name? The name should be, let's suppose, intro.html. So I'll make another file with the name of intro.html. Okay, I'll have this here, and here I will just link my intro.html. Okay, so one thing is common, right? So I'll copy the sidebar as it is because it is there in each and every page. So not the, yeah, the sidebar. So here, where is the sidebar? Here is the sidebar. So I'll quickly copy the sidebar in intro.html. First of all, I'll make a container, and inside I will be having a sidebar. And let me also link it to the CSS. Link it to style.css. All right. And now if I come here, if I open document section, if I go here, if I want to go to the intersection, I have the sidebar here, right? I have the sidebar here. Now, here, Let me close the contact.html because we don't need it, and let me also close the internet. So let's let it be as it is, and let's do it. So initially what I have is I have some texture, right? I have some texture. So I'll quickly come to contact intro.html. This is the container, this is the main div, and here I'll make a main div, main, right? And inside main, I have to write some text. So a brief introduction about yourself. It could be regarding anything, right? So let's suppose div dot about me intro. Okay. Here, let's suppose we have something. Let's put on 10. This is what we have for now. Okay. And also, the next section that you have is the skill section. So this is the skill section. So I'll make another div dot skill section, right? And this skill section will be having some divs. So let's suppose I want to make 5 skills. So I'll make 5 divs.html, and I'll quickly copy this 8, 2, 3, 4, and 5. All right. Let's suppose CSS. Let's suppose JavaScript, React, and let's suppose C++. HTML5. It's the same thing. Like you can call it HTML. Yep. So this is HTML. This right here we have is CSS. This right here we have is JavaScript. This is React, and this is C++. Yeah. Why is it coming on the side? Because let me do it main underscore intro. Huh? Because the main class already has some display flex property applied in the index. So that's why I'm changing the same to main intro. Okay. So this is what I have for now. Chalo. Let's do one thing. Let's quickly get have main intro, and set is I have 2 days, and I want it. So okay. So let me head over to style.css, and let me first give the border. Let's see where it is. Dot solid. Sorry, this is main intro, not about main intro. This is main intro. Yup. Now I'm gonna display flex property, and flex direction would be column. Okay. Some gap of around 16 pixels initially, or 32 pixels. Okay. And also, let me remove the border. Okay. Align item center. सेंटर की जरूरत है क्या? चलो we'll see. सेंटर का we'll see. थोड़ा justify content देखते हैं कैसा लग रहा है. Justify content as not end, sorry, center. No, चलो let's leave it for now and let's see afterwards. ठीक है. And यहाँ पे, so as this is heading, so I'll give it text of h1 maybe. ठीक है. And इसमें I can give a class of intro heading, intro underscore heading, and I can give text align center. So dot this text align center. Yep, as simple as that. चलो थोड़ा सा font family देके देखते हैं. Font family, let's suppose this. Better. चलो. अब now what do I have? Now I have a div. ठीक है. Now I have a div, this div section, and it contains other divs as well. ठीक है. HTML, it contains CSS, it contains JavaScript, it contains React, and it contains C++. ठीक है. चलो यहाँ पे आते हैं. Let me inspect, let me come here and let me give some height and width. ठीक है. तो एक काम करते हैं. .html में आते हैं. Let's come to .html. ठीक है. थोड़ा पहले डिस्प्ले लाइन में थोड़ा सा हाइट 50 पिक्सेल्स. उसके पहले हल्के एक बैकग्राउंड कलर देते हैं. लेट्स सपोज रेड एंड थोड़ा सा विड्थ. काफी कम है. 200. So we'll adjust it. So initially I have this div and इसका height we have to adjust. अच्छा. So I remember many of you asking me how to adjust height and width. So this is how we adjust height and width. I have come to the browser and now I'll see what will look good. So height will be something like this. ठीक है. And width will be, let me do it REM instead of that. ठीक है. अच्छा, one more thing also. So as this is over, this is the div which I am applying the properties to. So this intro.html, right? So let me do one thing. This is a div. Let me remove this name from here. All right. And let me give HTML here only. Like this. Or so for that, let me remove it from here and let me make another div. So div dot skill section heading. Skill section heading. Okay, so this is HTML and I need to enclose it here. This is something that I'm planning. Skill section heading, it will contain the heading and it will contain the div. Okay. Similarly, I'll make for each and every one. So what I'm planning to do is, so I will give I'll make it display flex. So by making it display, so no, not display, this one. Yep, I'll make it display flex. So this one will be aligned just horizontally after that on the right side. That's why I'm giving it. So similarly, I have to do it on the next one. I can also do it span. Yes, Utpal, you are right. I can also do it span, but उसमें फिर gap मेरे को gap अगर I have to उसमें मेरे को दिक्कत आएगी. Span भी कर सकते हैं, but मैं इसलिए I'm not doing because if I'll be using display तो मैं और I can use other properties of flex as well. If I'll be using flex. So let's suppose I want to increase the gap. So rather than having margin, I can use gap. So that is more convenient for me. So I'll be using that. Plus responsiveness with other if I'll be using flexbox. ठीक है. चलो अब सेम चीज आई वांट टू अप्लाई टू ईच एंड एवरी सेक्शन. ठीक है. अब मेरे को आई नीड टू चेंज द हेडिंग. So this is, let's suppose, CSS, and this is also CSS. Okay, this is क्या था, JavaScript. This is also make it small as, yep, this is also JavaScript. And this is क्या था, React. यहाँ पे भी we also have React. This was, I think, C++. This also we have here is C++. ठीक है. prettier. चलो सही है. ठीक है. So what I have for now, I have a skill section. Inside skill section I have a div, this div, this div, skill section heading, this div, this div, and this div. ठीक है. चलो अब let me do one thing. Let me just quickly come here and adjust its height and width. So if I come here, so height was around this much. ठीक है. This much is looking decently fine. And width may I want to set it, let's suppose, till here. ठीक है. I'll quickly copy. I'll quickly come to HTML div. I'll give height of around 4 pixels and width of around 31 R RE. ठीक है. And now my other task is to align HTML and CSS to side of each other. So for that I'll coming here, not into index.html, and this is what I have. So I'll target this, come here, I'll target this, right? So I'll give it display flex. ठीक है. आ गया आराम से साइड में ऊपर. अब देखो, अब मैं इसको दूंगा align items center and justify content also as center. justify content center देने से अच्छा, ठीक, ऐसा हटा देते हैं. अब थोड़ा सा I'll give a gap of around 4 नहीं 4 pixels. या थोड़ा सा width और बढ़ा सकते हैं क्या? width नहीं, सॉरी, थोड़ी हाइट और बढ़ा सकते हैं क्या? सॉरी, इसकी हाइट नहीं. थोड़ी सी हाइट नहीं. I think 5 pixel is enough, decent. ठीक है. अब सेम I'll be copying to, मेरे का HTML था, उसके बाद I had CSS, उसके बाद I had JavaScript, नहीं JavaScript का क्या कुछ और था क्या? जावा, अच्छा कैपिटल में डाल दिया, स्मॉल रखते हैं. JavaScript, React and C++. One for React and the other for अच्छा, I cannot have this class, so instead of C++ let me have CPP. ठीक है, CPP. चलो, अब लेट्स एडजस्ट इट्स हाइट एंड विड्थ थोड़ा सा। तो अब आते हैं हम इसके अंदर। सो लेट मी कम हियर, लेट मी CSS में, let me come here and let me give a width of around 23 आ रही है, थोड़ा सा छोटा। और कलर हल्का सा चेंज कर देते हैं, कलर लेट्स सपोज आई वांट टू गिव इट अ कलर ऑफ ग्रीन। ठीक है, उसके बाद इन रिएक्ट आई वांट टू गिव इट अ विड्थ ऑफ, लेट्स सपोज मेरे रिएक्ट बहुत स्ट्रॉन्ग है एंड मैं उसको देता हूँ अराउंड 50 आ रही है। हाँ नहीं, ज्यादा हो जाएगा, 40 आ रही है, राइट। एंड कलर लेट्स सपोज आप सेम भी दे सकते हो, मैं डिफरेंट दे रहा हूँ, इट्स माय विश। ठीक है, ताकि थोड़ा और एक काम करते हैं, जो कम है ना, the skills that I have not mastered, let's keep it a color of red, and जो मेरे मीडियम और skills है, let's suppose medium mastery, I'll give it a color of, let's suppose, yellow, and the most highly acquired skill I give it a color of green। ठीक है, ऐसा करते हैं। तो HTML को 31 आ रही है, मैं लेट्स सपोज ये तो फिर ग्रीन हो जाएगा। ठीक है, ग्रीन देते हैं इसको। एंड जो मेरा CSS है, CSS थोड़ा सा कम कर देते हैं, CSS को लेट्स सपोज, चलो कम ही दे रखा है, 20 दे रखा है, एंड लेट इट बी अ कलर रेड। ठीक है, रेड हो गया। JS को अगेन थोड़ा सा ज्यादा ही देते हैं, JS भी 31 आ रही है, जो कि सेम इसको दिया है, तो कलर इसका होगा ग्रीन। अच्छा, सेम कलर यहाँ पे जो है, राइट। ठीक है, रिएक्ट को लेट्स हैव कलर येलो, तो उसको कहीं बीच में रखते हैं, तो लेट्स सपोज 26। ठीक है, एंड C++ भी सेम, लेट्स कीप इट इन द मिडल, समवेयर अराउंड 28 और 25। तो कलर इसका होगा हल्का सा ग्रीनिश, राइट। ठीक है, अब एक काम और करते हैं, लेट्स कम टू स्किल सेक्शन। यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा बॉर्डर, लाइक बॉर्डर ऑफ 2 पिक्सल सॉलिड, थोड़ा सा मार्जिन देते हैं, मार्जिन टॉप, बिकॉज दे आर स्टक टू ईच अदर, राइट। थोड़ा सा मार्जिन टॉप ऑफ अराउंड 16 पिक्सल्स, बेटर, राइट। एंड हल्का सा फॉन्ट भी चेंज करते हैं, तो फॉन्ट फैमिली ऑफ दिस, नहीं, फॉन्ट फैमिली ये है। ठीक है, एंड यहाँ पे आके क्या था मेरा, डॉट मेन इंटू, नहीं, व्हाट वाज दिस, दिस वाज स्किल सेक्शन, राइट। तो साइड बार को हटाओ, मेन इंट्रो, हाँ यस यस। तो मेन इंट्रो को आई वांट टू गिव सम justify content, तो लेट मी कम हियर to left, draw, justify content, center। ठीक है, और जो इंट्रो हेडिंग है इसमें लाइन आइटम्स नहीं, टेक्स्ट लाइन सेंटर को इंस्टेड ऑफ लेट्स हैव इट टेक्स्ट लाइन एज जस्टिफाई। ठीक है, यहाँ पे लेट्स सपोज Hello everyone. I am a developer. ठीक है, keen to develop. I'm a developer, problem solver. Who is keen to face challenges and solve them. Something like this. ठीक है, कुछ भी लिख दो अपने आप. यहाँ तो I have done it like this. ठीक है, थोड़ा सा पैडिंग वगैरह दे देते हैं थोड़ा, ताकि इट्स गोइंग द साइडवेज पार्ट. So here I have intro head. Intro head में थोड़ी सी पैडिंग of around 8 pixels. Padding right around 8 pixels and एक padding left भी दे देते हैं same padding left. ठीक है, यहीं पे देख लेते हैं. 5 rem 2 rem. I think this would do. Intro head में ठीक है. एंड वन मोर थिंग ऑल्सो, इसको भी थोड़ा सा इट्स गेटिंग स्टक हेयर, तो इसको थोड़ी पैडिंग देते हैं. तो आई थिंक दिस इज माय स्किल सेक्शन. नहीं, कौन सेक्शन है, व्हिच सेक्शन इज दिस? दिस इज अबाउट मी एंड मेन इंट्रो. मेन इंट्रो को थोड़ा सा पैडिंग और देते हैं. Excuse me. So this is main intro. Right? You see padding of around 8 pixels maybe. 8 कम लग रहा है, 16 देते हैं, 16 pixels. Yep. चलो. Okay, let me take some doubts in the meanwhile. Justify content alignments. Sir, put all the columns one below each other so that the viewer can easily understand. Jatin, what do you mean by columns one below each other? So I already have the columns right here, right? Columns are already present. What is text line justify? So text line justify कुछ नहीं होता. So let's suppose मेरा, अच्छा, I'll show an example. Text align समझाने में मैं तुझे समझा नहीं पाऊंगा. Text align justify देखो होता क्या है इससे. डेमो देखते हैं, ठीक है, डेमो. सो यहाँ पे रहते हैं. चलो देखो, a companion to text and property that are used for the justification method. देखो अभी और डिफरेंस देखो यहाँ पे, राइट. This is text line justify. This one, sorry, not this one, this one. So it will give equal spacing from both the left part and both the right part. So जैसे यहाँ पे देखो, राइट, यहाँ पे it is starting here, and if I increase some text, it will end here only. It will not be in a haphazard manner, something like this, ऐसा, right. ये होता है text line justify. If I go to images, if I show you that, it's something like this, something like this. देखो दिख रहा है. देखो it is starting here and it is ending here for both the borders. And left में क्या होगा, left only the left part will be starting at the same line. ठीक है, right में it will end at the same junction. Center में all the things will be at center. So justify में from the left part and from the right part they will be aligned in a vertical manner. ठीक है, that is the difference. ठीक है, अब मेन इंट्रो को चलो. Okay, so Naveen says the progress bar or skill bar starts at the same point. So we can compare the skills we can compare the skills between 5 skills. Naveen didn't exactly get a question, but the progress bar shows what is the skill, what is the master of the skill that you have got, right? So this is like going till here, that means you have mastered it. Red color shows that it is not yet mastered and you want to, it shows the efficiency level basically. You are most efficient in HTML and JavaScript, so that's why it is green in color, plus the width is more. You are less efficient in CSS, so that's why the width is less and it is in red color. You are medium level in React and C++, that is why it is somewhere in the middle, plus it is yellowish in color. That is the main point of having the skills as here. That is the main issue. ठीक है. Acha, so Star Aquarium says he has given me something. He says that skill section, go to the skill section. Uh, let me see. Skill section I think मेरा है भी skill section कुछ मेरे पास. हाँ ठीक है, skill section. Okay. Tool F. Skill section में display flex I already have. Flex direction. Do you want to flex you? नहीं, I don't have skill section. अच्छा. चलो. Dot skill section. He says display flex. ठीक है, flex direction column. Okay. And what else? Align item center. हम्म क्या हुआ इससे? सेंटर में तो लाना नहीं है ना, सेंटर में थोड़ा अजीब लग रहा है. देखो, इट्स साउंडिंग, इट्स लुकिंग वियर्ड. अगर आपको करना है स्टार्ट कर सकते हो आप, बेसिकली स्टार्ट, जस्टिफाई कंटेंट स्टार्ट, अलाइन आइटम स्टार्ट. यहाँ थोड़ा ठीक भी लगेगा, राइट? बट ठीक है, क्या फर्क पड़ रहा है? It says, sir, it would be better if you, हाँ percentage we can do, yeah, percentage में we can do. Sir, it is not starting at the same line. Keep, अच्छा okay, yep, I got it. तो इसका जुगाड़ उठाना पड़ेगा फिर. स्टार्ट सेम करना है तो चलो स्टार्ट भी सेम कर देते हैं. चलो ठीक है. एक काम करते हैं, थोड़ा मार्जिन दे देते हैं, राइट? अभी फिलहाल के लिए जुगाड़ उठाते हैं. लेट्स सी व्हाट वी कैन डू आफ्टरवर्ड्स. सीएसएस में आई वांट टू गिव सम margin left around 2 RPM or pixels. ठीक है, so this one will have this dot css में if I go give it like this. ठीक है. अच्छा, मुझे सबको बढ़ाना पड़ेगा बिकॉज जावास्क्रिप्ट का सबसे ज्यादा है. ठीक है, JavaScript में let's suppose I have the ये रहा मेरा ये, ठीक है. तो I want to make, because this is the maximum word length, right? I मुझे पता है कि इससे ज़्यादा हो जाएगा, तो मैं what I'll do, I'll try to make a line here and उसके बाद we'll see, right? So let's suppose HTML में come here and margin left of around 4 pixels and थोड़ा increase करते हैं till here, right? Let me go to the HTML section and let me do it like this. Left 56. After that, I have CSS. So CSS part of 48 pixels. ठीक है. उसके बाद I have JavaScript, that is same. उसके बाद I have React, margin left of around 10 pixels try करते हैं, थोड़ा बढ़ाते हैं, and I think it is 34 pixels. So margin left of around 34 pixels. ठीक है. उसके बाद लास्ट में I have C++. No, not right, margin left. Yep, something like this, चलो. Right, ठीक है. Is it okay now? Alright, अच्छा एक चीज और, sir try to put percentage. Yeah, so ठीक है. After try to put percentage after each bar. Percentage में I think उसके लिए क्या कर सकते हैं? कहाँ पे? So percentage you want to put here, something like this after the end. I think it won't look good. Or where do you want the percentage exactly, Dhanyantri? Is this a session assignment? Yeah, so assignment most probably it will be there. Let's check. I'm also not sure. If it is there, then you have to do, otherwise no. So let's see. So this is a session now. Yep. All right. So I don't think you have a project session, because if so today is 12th, right? This one is done. Yeah, so I don't think so there is any assignment. So but if it is there, you can also check after the session ends, because sometimes it happens that after the session gets ended, the assignment is there, but initially for now it is not there, but check it afterwards, right? And you can also mark your attendance from here if you want. Okay, ठीक है. This here is the option to mark your attendance, and you can fill in your details at how would you recommend it to your friend, and which premium course are you most interested in. So they have two courses, as I told you. One is Java DSA, and one is full stack dev. Full stack may will be teaching all the front end and the back end technologies, and Java DSA may there will be data structures part of it, right? And obviously with 100% placement support. So you can go ahead and try to, if you want to, you can look ahead and buy that. चलो ठीक है. ठीक है, चलो. अब now what I think, now what should be the next one? The next is that you should be able to display the projects. So what I'm thinking here is, so you'll have a section that will be displaying the project. अच्छा एक चीज और I'm thinking, So let's suppose this is my contact, this is my intro.html, and this is main intro, right? So what I am thinking of giving it a flex. So inside main intro I have about me intro one div, this is another div, two divs. Okay. So what I am thinking, instead of this, let me come here, let me come to main intro, main intro. Yeah. And instead of justify content center, let me give it a justify content of start. उससे क्या होगा? All this will move to the starting of the page like this. Okay, looking much better now. And now I will have some space for the project section as well. So let's suppose project section. Okay, let me do one thing. Let me just comment out this part. This is the main intro and this is project section. project project. This is the project section, and this project section will have some projects. So let's suppose I want to make divs, and those divs will be on side of each other. So let's suppose dot project one, right? And I'll give it some h2 title, let's suppose. And after acha, it is coming in this direction. Why so? Because container mate is there. तो एक काम करते हैं, इसको कंटेनर से बाहर निकालते हैं, because container में I have display flex, that's why. अरे 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 एक सेकेंड. ठीक है. Not here also. Let me do one thing. Let me just remove this part from here, and इसमें this is the main intro, and let me close about main intro skill section and let me put it here. अब ठीक है. ठीक है. I have project section. Project section को यहाँ पे, अरे I think what the mistake was. नहीं उधर ही रहने देते हैं. ठीक है ठीक है, got it. So this is the skill section, and here I'll be putting my. ठीक है. Now let me have, let's suppose I have 6 projects, 1 2 3 4, let's suppose. So div class project 1, project 2, project 3 and project 4. ठीक है. इसमें let me catch this by reference, and dot projects display flex, but flex direction should be column और row. चलो row रहने देते हैं, row. ठीक है. उसके बाद I want to give some height and width. Height, let's suppose around 50 pixels, and width of around 200 pixels. ठीक है. एक थोड़ा बॉर्डर लेके देखते हैं. लेट्स सी, बॉर्डर 2 pixels solid. अराउंड 100 देखे देखिए. चलो इधर आते हैं, इधर चेक करते हैं. This is the title. अच्छा, one thing more. Let me remove change all occurrences. Let me just have it. I'll see what I can do afterwards. So for now, let it be as it is. Okay. Now I have these devs project section. Quickly come here. I've given display flex. Okay. So let me come here. This part. Acha, sorry, not this one. Not this one. I have to give height and width to this one. My bad. My bad. Let me just move it. Okay. Now let me do one thing. Let me this height and width, and let me go to my project section. Dot project. अच्छा, instead of this, let me give it a same name because मुझे इस property सबके अंदर apply करना है, right? So I'll target this dot project, right? थोड़ा सा I'll give it some height and width, height of around 50 pixels, and also width of around 200 pixels, right? थोड़ा सा height और बढ़ा सकते हैं, right? ठीक है, this is what I have for now. इसको we'll see afterwards क्या हो रहा है, but this is what I have for now. And यहाँ पे I'll give थोड़ा सा gap in between, gap of around 4 pixels, ठीक है. And flex wrap को will do wrap so that it comes on the next page, ठीक है. Gap, let's increase it from 4 to 12, right? Better. Now let's remove the border. Let's give it some background color of something, but good transparency, ठीक है. And थोड़ा सा border radius of around 8 pixels if I'm not wrong. Yeah, थोड़ा सा padding of around also 8 pixels. Yeah, looking decently fine. Right, अब let me include some more projects. So dev at least 6 तो रखते ही हैं, ठीक है. चलो, तो लेट्स सपोज यहाँ पे यू हैव योर टाइटल. यहाँ पे लेट्स सपोज थोड़ा सा डिस्क्रिप्शन उसके बारे में. तो H5 में तो लॉरम 5, ठीक है. थोड़ा सा डिस्क्रिप्शन ज्यादा नहीं. उसके बाद यहाँ भी लेट्स सपोज H4 में लॉरम 5, सेम चीज कॉपी करनी है बाकी सब में लॉरम 5. एंड यहाँ पे ऐड कर देना अपने एंड से जो whatever projects you have, please make sure to add them. Okay, यहाँ पे भी लॉरम 5, ठीक है. अब इसके अंदर और क्या कर सकते हैं? डू यू वांट टू ऐड सम इमेज एज वेल हियर? इमेज भी ऐड करनी है इंट्रो में. एक काम करते हैं ना, एक इमेज भी ऐड कर देते हैं छोटी सी. तो एनी इमेज रिलेटेड टू प्रोजेक्ट इमेज. तो ये ठीक लग रहा है क्या? चलो इसे ट्राई करते हैं, कॉपी इमेज लिंक एंड यहाँ पे आई एम हेयर div class project and image src is this, ठीक है। एंड सबमिट दे देते हैं। थोड़ा सा ओवरलैप कर रहा है, आई नो, तो उसको ठीक कर लेंगे विद CSS। ठीक है। सो इनसाइड प्रोजेक्ट we have an image, so inside project we have an image whose height should be 50 pixels, let's no 5 नहीं 50 pixels, ठीक है। width भी let's suppose around 50 pixels, और थोड़ा देख लेते हैं इसको इंस्पेक्ट में आके what looks good। don't worry, so we'll be moving to the center of the page। ठीक है, 70 ट्राई करते हैं कैसा है फॉर द टाइम बीइंग। एंड बॉर्डर रेडियस ट्राई करें 50% गोल गोल करके। ठीक है, लेट्स सी। बाकी आप लोग बताओ कैसा लग रहा है, चेंज कर देंगे अगर अच्छा नहीं है तो। प्रोजेक्ट्स को डिस्प्ले फ्लेक्स, ठीक है, बॉर्डर ऑफ 2 पिक्सल्स, सॉलिड। व्हाट इज दिस? इट इज प्रोजेक्ट, इट इज प्रोजेक्ट एंड फ्लेक्स डायरेक्शन शुड बी कॉलम, ठीक है। उसके बाद जस्टिफाई कंटेंट इज सेंटर, अलाइन आइटम्स इज आल्सो सेंटर, ठीक है। इसको हटा भी सकते हैं। ठीक है, कैसा लग रहा है? हाउ इज इट लुकिंग? ओके। अच्छा, थोड़ा सा ना इसको और इंक्रीज करते हैं, विड्थ छोटा लग रहा है। ऑलराइट, लो प्रोजेक्ट में इंक्रीज इमेज हाइट एंड विड्थ, चलो ट्राई करेंगे। ठीक है, राइट। एक काम करते हैं ना, थोड़ा गैप और दे देते हैं इसको, गैप ऑफ अराउंड 12 पिक्सल्स, नहीं कम है, 30 पिक्सल्स। अच्छा, कार्स वर गुड बिफोर, अब ठीक नहीं लग रहे हैं क्या? एक सेकेंड, अरे व्हाई डू आई हैव इट सेम थिंग। अच्छा, बिगर, चलो ठीक है, कम कर लेते हैं। आई थिंक विड्थ वी कैन डिक्रीज टू 300 पिक्सल्स मे बी, या फिर 250 कर लेते हैं, कोई इशू नहीं है, राइट। और थोड़ा सा इमेज सेटअप करें, इमेज बनाना है सही। कोई और इमेज लेते हैं, आई थिंक दिस इमेज नॉट लुकिंग गुड। Let me try out this image. Better. राइट, चलो हाइट वेट भी बढ़ा देते हैं इसका 88 88, ठीक है। Guys, just give me a second. I'm receiving a call. Just give me a second. Yeah, sorry for that. So yeah, we were inside the image, right? So instead of this 70 70, let's give it 88 and 88. Uncomment border. Border कहाँ पे? Border is uncommented, right? ठीक है. अब इसका we have to see कि why is this coming like this. I have to adjust it as well. So this is a napa, right? Which in project, where in project? चलो we'll see. ठीक है. This is nav. This is sidebar. Sidebar का width, अच्छा width में let it instead of 300 pixel let नहीं, हाइट तो इज सेम, राइट? हाइट इज सेम, तो हाइट को और हल्का सा बढ़ा देते हैं 200 viewport as per this, as per the requirement. ठीक है. वन मोर थिंग वी कैन डू, इसको थोड़ा सा वी कैन ब्रिंग इट टू द लेफ्ट पार्ट. थिंग ज्यादा इधर हो रहा है, सेंटर में ले आते हैं. ठीक है. सो वी हैव हियर, व्हाट वी हैव हियर इज वी गॉट अबाउट मेन इंट्रो, प्रोजेक्ट सेक्शन. प्रोजेक्ट सेक्शन में align items to the center of the page. So now center of the page, अच्छा justify content भी देते हैं, justify content to the center, right? Now they're in the center of the page. Center में ठीक लग रहा था या फिर it was looking good in the right part? देख लो. थोड़ा I'm adjusting the height as well. So instead of 200, let it be 160 viewport. अब सही है. ठीक है. तो we have project section. थोड़ा सा margin top भी दे देते हैं. Margin top of around 8 आ रही है. ज्यादा हो गया. 6 आ रही है मे बी, राइट? और कुछ कमेंटेड पार्ट है? ठीक है. हाँ, apart from this, I think title में let's suppose git find application. उसमें let's suppose और क्या प्रोजेक्ट है हमारे पास, cinematics. Let these comments be there. चलो ठीक है, कमेंट्स क्या करोगे आप लोग? लगा देते हैं कमेंट्स. चलो, सिनेमैटिक्स के बाद और प्रोजेक्ट का नाम बताओ. ट्रैकिंग एप्लीकेशन. या आयुष, आई गेट इट. ठीक है. मोजी सर्च. कार. ठीक है, कुछ आई हैव गिवन सम रैंडम नेम्स, सो ठीक है. Here make sure to apply your make sure to add your own projects, right? Whichever projects that you have made, you can add them here. इसमें और थोड़ा सा I'm thinking the project section, right? Gap is less, थोड़ा सा less, 32 pixels. ठीक है. Want to give some background color also. Background color में I have here is main intro. Background color I already have. ठीक है. Right. So this is the अच्छा, इसको होम पेज को थोड़ा सा ऊपर करना पड़ेगा बिकॉज मैंने आई हैव adjusted some height here as well, तो थोड़ा सा ऊपर करना पड़ेगा इसको भी. Let's go to index.html. ठीक है. This is main and this is info container and this is the main container. So it was main, right? So let's go to main में right. तो चलो यहीं पे आके देखते हैं. Come here, this is my dev info, this is my main. ठीक है. इसको थोड़ा सा I want to give some margin bottom around 7 आ रही है. ठीक है, तो I think this should be fine. बाकी let's see. और करते हैं. थिंक फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है इसको. अच्छा, मार्जिन बॉटम में आई गेट इट. अच्छा, it is overflowing, right? So I have to avoid the overflow. So let me check how to avoid the overflow. I think we use box how to avoid overflow in CSS. Overflow को I have to set hidden. So let me go to main. Let me try it out. Come in this part. overflow, let it be hidden. Still it is there. Let me check out here. Let me set it to auto. अब एक काम साइड बार पे थोड़ा सा let's decrease the width 120 है ना. If I go to intro, overflow by is there. I know what is there overflow by because let me go to my main intro and let's check there. Main intro overflow by to be hidden. By to be hidden. थोड़ा 160 थोड़ा जुगाड़ी उठाना पड़ेगा. 160 की जगह let it be 130. इसके लिए पता है we what is the solution for this. So अभी तो नहीं. So whenever we start our application, right, so there is a method called calc in CSS. So calc से क्या होता है? Calc में you have to specify the height of each and every component, each and every div that you make. So the total height should remain 100 vh, and let's suppose you're making this div. So initially it should be 100 vh minus this div which you have. So CSS automatically calculates. अभी तो नहीं. So in the future projects we'll be using calc method. So इससे क्या होगा, जो overflow है, right, ये वाला, it will be prevented. ठीक है. तो अभी के लिए काम करते हैं, दोबारा से मेन में आते हैं. Let's apply some border and let's see कहाँ पे जा रहा है. Border of 2 pixels solid. Right. So and overflow, let's remove. Padding to the new margin ही देके देखते हैं. Margin of bottom. Now it's working. Now it's fine. तो 20 देके देखते हैं. 20 seems fine. Right. I think now it's totally fine. This guy would have to see for this contact page. Main. Okay. Let me give box sizing of border box. Let me try main के अंदर. तो नहीं इशू तो रहेगा ही. Box sizing of border box. ठीक है, इसको विल सी क्या कर सकते हैं। बाकी फॉर नाउ दिस इज ऑल वी हैव फॉर टुडे। ठीक है, इसके अंदर so we have completed the home section and we have completed the intro section and we have completed the contact us section for now, contact me page, right? And so tomorrow we'll be completing the services section and the blog section as well. So what I'll be doing is, तो मैं पहले एक फाइल बना लेता हूँ अभी से. Let's suppose this is services.html and एक फाइल I'll be having of blog.html. All right, and I'll link it here as well. So intro.html में this is my sidebar. Here I'll be using services.html and here I will be using blog.html. Okay, and if I now click on this, I should come here, but I'm not. Let's see what is the. Here I have to apply to each and every section. So in intro, this is the services page and this is the blog page, right? तो एक काम करते हैं, अभी से साइड बार एटलीस्ट लगा ही देते हैं. साइड बार में वी हैव अ साइड बार which has to be present in all the pages. So this is the sidebar and blog में let us make a container. Let's put this and let me link my CSS as well. Link CSS. And same is the case with services. So let me make another page. Let me make a container. And also let me paste the code. उसके बाद let me link the CSS as well. All right. We have the CSS and here also we have the CSS. ठीक है. In the meanwhile, let me push the code to GitHub. So, who will tell me the commands to push the code on GitHub? Anyone? Got any idea? How do I push my code to GitHub? I only want the top 3 commands that are. I only want the 3 commands that are there. Anyone? How do I push my code to GitHub? Commands? Idea है किसी को? ये सब भूल गए? Anyone? Yes or no? At least type yes on the chat box. Yes or no? Any idea? Yes or no? Comments. किसी को याद है? Commands. Add commit. Jatin says add commit. एक और कमांड भूल गए जतिन आप. 3 commands होते हैं. What about others? जतिन ने at least ये answered. What about others? उत्पल, आयुष, Star Aquarium, Naveen Patel. What about others? अरे yes अब आया ना. नहीं init तो यार, init तो I've already init तो मैंने already कर दिया right कल. I already have a repo. तो उसके लिए commands will be git add dot. ठीक है, then it will be git commit -m. ठीक है, so day 2 added. उसके बाद git push किसने नहीं बोला? पुश तो करना पड़ेगा कोड. git push. ठीक है, now all my code is there on GitHub. If I go here, if I go to GitHub, and if I come here, repositories, हाँ आप तो बोलोगे ना. ठीक है, so it is updated now. So go here. So I have all the 5 files, 1 2 3 4 and 5, and this is the CSS file that I have. ठीक है, So I have a question by game quantum. He says, what is the difference between rem, pixel, vh and percent? देखो, first of all, vh क्या करता है? vh stands for viewport. ठीक है, so viewport height दो होते हैं इसमें. One is viewport height, vw stands for viewport width. ठीक है, so let's suppose this is my screen. So viewport height, right? So viewport height is the total height of your browser, of your lap window. This this is referred to as viewport height. ठीक है, whereas width is also the same. It tells the total width. It tells you the total width. ये this is viewport width. Viewport width. ठीक है, so if I give the height as, so let's suppose if I give a property of height as 100 viewport height. ठीक है, this means that whatever it is, either it's a div or either it's an image, this will occupy the 100% 100 viewport height of what is there on my screen, right? And also if I give the width as 100 viewport width, so that will mean that all the content will occupy 100%, 100, so 100% of the width, right? So this is the 100% of the width, total out of so view total as compared to my body section. So how will it compare? 100% in terms of 100% in terms of what? In terms of its parent. No, not in terms of parent, in terms of it, in terms of the body. So this is my whole body, right? This is my whole body, and after this right here, full, this is the 100% view. Whereas percentage में क्या होता है? Percentage, it is percentage according to your parent. So let's suppose you have two divs. Let's suppose you have two divs, right? Div 1 and div, let's suppose this is div 2, right? And let's suppose I have given some height here, height of around, let's suppose 20 pixels, right? Okay, 20 pixels. But what if I come here and let's suppose I give, I want you guys to tell me for this. Let's suppose I give height here as 100%. Okay, 100%, and this is the parent. Let's assume this is the parent for now. This is the parent and this is its child. ये इसका child है. ठीक है, so when I give height as 100%, it will check the height of its parent, that is 20 pixels, and according to that I have given 100%. So what is 100% of 20 pixels? It is 100%, right? Let's suppose I give the height here as 50%. So now its height instead of 20 pixels will be 10 pixels, because I have given height as 50%. 50% is 50% in respect to what? In respect to its in respect to its parent. Parent की height जो है, it will compare, and according to that it will set the percentage. Whereas pixels is just a solid unit. Pixel में pixel में you can give any pixels you want. It will be it is nothing to, it has nothing to do with your parent, your child, your grandchild, nothing. It is just a solid unit. Whereas REM and EM are also your corresponding units. So I'll tell you, if I were to search pixels versus REM, देखो, Pixels in absolute unit, which means that whatever unit you give, it will not be dependent on its parent. Absolute unit. ठीक है? Whereas जो REM होता है, REM are relative unit based on the document size. REM could be different for your different screen size. Let's suppose you're viewing something on a laptop. In that case, your viewing area would be different, right? Let's suppose you're viewing items, you're viewing the same thing on a mobile device. In that case, it has a small device, so that means pixels will be reduced automatically. In that case, we use REM and EM, as simple as, right? So these are the different units of CSS that we have. Sir, how to remove up down arrow in phone number section? Oh, that is also a thing that I don't know. Let's see how to remove arrows in input type number. How to hide arrows? How to remove arrows? I guess see. I have been using CSS. If I think this is a quite complicated process, so I don't want to do it now. पहले तो मुझे देखना पड़ेगा how to do it. Then I'll explain you. There is no way. There is no way. But कुछ ना कुछ way तो होना चाहिए. I'll let you know. Jatin, I'll let you know, right? क्या होता है? Because I also haven't removed arrow till now. I'll let you know. कुछ होगा तो I'll let you know. ठीक है? Clear है? Clear everyone? Shall we wind up the session? Yep, sure, Jatin. So there is always a way. Which way? Acha, to remove the number. I will have to see because I haven't removed, haven't come across any situation जहाँ पे हमें number remove करना पड़े. अगर कुछ होगा तो I'll let you know. But I have, you can also check from your end on Stack Overflow क्या पे होता है. I think it's a very complicated process. तो ये समझने के लिए पहले I have to understand the process, then I'll explain you. But there is also, चलो ठीक है, I'll let you know tomorrow जो भी होता है. But you also, this is a homework for you. You guys also research about it. How do we remove the arrows, right? So I'll tell you which arrows are we talking about. So as soon as we go on numbers, right? So this is the arrow that we see here. So how do we remove this arrow? I want you guys to research and then we'll discuss it tomorrow, right? Chalo, that is all for today's class, right? Chalo, we'll see each other tomorrow at the same time. क्या part बचा है? We have services and block part remaining. This is what we did today, right? Chalo. With that being said, let's wind up the session and good night, everyone. See you tomorrow. Bye.